black or white. We are all equal in the eyes of Allah, and what matters is how pious you are. Islam is against racism.
Islam teaches that all human beings were essentially created from the same thing, dirt, so it makes no sense to consider ourselves better than one another when we are all designed from the same components, regardless of our different cultures. Virtue is only through righteousness. In the eyes of God, our skin, color, or race grants us no favors. Rather, it's simply our good actions and deeds that make all the difference. Islam is colorblind. For starters, Islam teaches that there is no distinction in terms of a person's color or race. In fact, the only purpose our different races and cultures serve in Islam is for us to build bridges and getting to know one another, as God clearly mentions in the Quran. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. O people, we have created you male and female, and made you nations and tribes that you may know one another. Verily, the most noble of you to Allah is the most righteous of you. Verily, Allah is knowing and aware. Means that such diversity is not a means of discrimination, but rather a means of education. Diversity is a miracle of God. The color of our skin and all our unique cultural features are God-given traits that none of us choose to inherit at birth. The differences we share are in fact all signs of the magnificence of God and a reflection of His infinite creative power, as also mentioned in the Quran. It is not through such characteristics that we realize the greatness of ourselves, but rather we realize and appreciate the greatness of the one who created us. Allah said, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ خَلْقُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاخْتِلَافُ أَلْسِنَتِكُمْ وَأَلْوَانِكُمْ إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِلْعَالِمِينَ. Among His signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth and the diversity of your languages and your colors. Verily, in that are signs for people of knowledge. In the Prophet's farewell sermon, he made this point very clear when he stated that white skin is not better than black skin, nor is black skin better than white skin. Rather, it's our righteousness that makes the difference. يا أيها الناس ألا إن ربكم واحد وإن أباكم واحد ألا لا فضل لعربي على أعجمي ولا لعجمي على عربي ولا لأحمر على أسود ولا أسود على أحمر إلا بالتقوى أبلغت. O people, your Lord is one and your father Adam is one. There is no virtue of an Arab over a foreigner, nor a foreigner over an Arab, and neither white skin over black skin, nor black skin over white skin, except by righteousness. Have I not delivered my message? Nationalism is prohibited in Islam. It is prohibited to boast about our race or culture to the extent that it belittles or denigrates people from other cultures. The Prophet warned us all about the dangers of such tribalism and stated that he is not one of us who fights for the sake of it. Jubair ibn Mut'im reported, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, ليس منا من دعا إلى عصبية وليس منا من قاتل على عصبية وليس منا من مات على عصبية. He is not one of us who calls to tribalism. He is not one of us who fights for the sake of tribalism. He is not one of us who dies following the way of tribalism. In the end, الإسلام ضد العنصرية. Islam is against racism. L'Islam est contre le racisme.